Books that disturb me on a whole different level. Why would you want that? 1 in every 3 book talks is gonna tell you about Six of Crows. Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is CHIOMA or Chi, and today I'm going to be doing my June TBR. Specifically, I'm going to be letting Booktok pick my June TBR. So I just joined Booktok like some time ago. Here is my app, my login, whatever you want to call it, on TikTok. And you know, the people have a lot to say. They have a lot to say. They have a lot of recommendations, a lot of, I don't know, questionable recommendations, but some that, like, you know, I've been on the fence about for a couple years, months, days. So, you know, I might as well use this as an opportunity to get to know what the people on Booktok think is like the best out there and get someone else to pick my June TBR. So it's a win-win on both sides. So I'm gonna be letting Booktok choose my June TBR. I'm not even sure really how I'm gonna do this. Like, I think I'm gonna try to pick one book from each TikTok, from each Booktok, and I'm gonna try to do around 6, 7, or 8 books. Hopefully these are books that are either on my physical TBR or on Kindle Unlimited, so it's for the free-ish, or I can get at my local library. So if you want to see what books Booktok picked for me to read in June, stay tuned. Okay, this first one, popular book. Ooh, this is loud. Popular Booktok books that are actually worth the hype. Actually worth the hype. This person is The Authority, and they say this is actually Dance of Thieves. I'm not reading The Shadow Between Us, so I'm not doing that. Read that, it's cool. Six of Crows, one of the best books I've ever read. I hate Shattered Main. Okay, so far 2 of the books in this list I don't like, but you know, I'm gonna go with it and I'm gonna choose Six of Crows because that has been on my physical TBR for months now. So it's right here. Six of Crows. Okay, I'm gonna show all of the books that I end up choosing at the end. I just want to like get through this. Let's see. Books I stayed up until 3 a.m. to finish. This aesthetic right here is doing it. I enjoy it. I adore it. But 3 a.m. is so specific, like not 2 a.m., not 4 a.m. I stayed up to 3 a.m. to finish these books, so you know what it is. It's interesting. Nope, never heard of any of these books. Sky Hunter. I want to read Warcross by Marie Lu before I read Sky Hunter, so I'm gonna pass on this one. But you did your thing. Books on Booktok that are actually worth the hype. This actually worth the hype seems to be a real trend. People like to think that they are the authority on what's actually worth the hype on the site in which the hype is being built up on. It's a very interesting cycle. Song of Achilles, I do have that, but I'm saving that for another book. Red, White, and Royal Blue. I have that, and I've been wanting to read it. So if my shelves were still color coordinated, it'd be easy to find them, but that all went to crap after about 3 days after I organized. But this is luckily right here with the receipt still inside of it. Perfect. Let's go to the next one. Books I would sell my soul to read again for the first time. Am I the only one who feels like Booktok is a little dramatic? Just a smidgen, just a tiny bit dramatic, because sell my soul to read again for the first time. Just read it again, fam. Ooh, questionable. I'm on the fence about that book, so on the fence. Okay, already got Six of Crows, okay. Ray Bearer, okay, I almost didn't recognize it because of the different cover. But Ray Bearer is one that has also been on my physical TBR since like December. So, that was right under Red, White, and Royal Blue too. So, Ray Bearer, it is. It's actually going a lot faster than I thought it would go. Books that are more than just a book. What does that mean? I love how everyone be making face. They'd be like, and before they actually show the books. That's so cute. Let's see. Six of Crows is a fan favorite, it seems. I'm not doing the Red Queen. I'm not doing the Race Winner. Caraval, King of Sky. I'm gonna move on. Let's see. Books that kept me hooked the whole time. Let's see. And I wish I could read again for the first time. Ooh, combining 2. Search engine optimization here. Someone we know. That's a thriller. The Silent Patient, I know it's a thriller. David Leviathan? Okay, I don't know any of those books. The books I would sell my soul to read again. To able to read again. Okay, it's fine. I'm not gonna check your grammar. That's not my portion. People love thrillers on Booktok, which is cool. For someone who needs to get into thrillers, that's really cool. I sound so sarcastic. I'm not. I really need to get into thrillers, but I'm so hesitant. And this person rates their books out of 6, which is so interesting to me. That seems like such an arbitrary number. I've never heard of any of these books. Books I couldn't put down. Let me look at their shelves. Okay, I see some. Such a fun age. I know Yasmin really likes this book, so I may read it if I'm in a contemporary mood, which honestly never happens. But if it did happen, I know that book is there in the wild for me to look at. Colleen Hoover has her hand on the necks of everyone on Booktok. Booktok lives, breathes, and dies for Colleen Hoover. Which is crazy because I don't think I'll ever read a Colleen Hoover book. The people like her. Let's see. Books that disturb me on a whole different level. Why would you want that? Books that had me sobbing my eyes out for days and left my heart. Why? What about that title makes me think like, oh yes, that's what I need in my life. Sadness. It's not. Enemies to lovers recommendations. Okay, my favorite tropes. The Cruel Prince. Okay, I have The Cruel Prince. I've had it for a while. Okay. Oh, here we go. The Cruel Prince. Okay, I'm doing it. The Brown Cars route, I'll just do The Cruel Prince. I don't know. Books that kept me hooked from start to finish. Let us see. So much aesthetic. The Lovely Wife, My Lovely Wife. I just don't think I'm gonna like that book. Sometimes I love the editing. This person went ham on the editing, went absolutely ham. I just don't think I like it. Dark Matter, I do want to read that, but I feel like I need to really concentrate to read that book. It seems like a lot, and my brain capacity is limited, you know, no tea, no shade to myself, but it's true. Home Before Dark, Riley Sayer. No. Nah. Colleen Hoover back on everyone's necks with her books. They love her. They adore her. AJ Finn. I know what this book is about. I had someone spoil it for me, and it seems really cool. I think this is really just showing me how picky of a reader I am because come on, I need to get it together. It's too much. Books I will never stop recommending. Never. Everyone doing their little cameo face like before they actually show the books, which is cute. No. Okay, that's on my list. It's Colleen Hoover again. It's feeling very repetitive. Is it just me? It's feeling very books I read in a day because I have zero self-control. Emphasis on the zero. No self-control. Let's see. Colleen Hoover. I'm shocked. Never heard of that. The Kind Worth Killing. I heard that saying before. Red, Red, and Royal Blue has been on literally every single one. Okay, I'm gonna read it. I got it for sure. It's happening. Then she was gone. I tend to hesitate on books that have covers like that because they're Colleen Hoover again. Okay. I've never heard of any of these books. I don't have them. Orbiting Jupiter. That sounds like a cool name. That's a cool cover. Silent Patient was cool. I didn't read it. I heard someone spoil it, but I heard it was cool. Okay, cool. Books I read in one sitting. Dig a Little Dance. I can never read anything in one sitting. I can't even sit. Like, I have ADD, so I'm not reading the Inheritance Games. I'm just not. Grown by Tiffany D. Jackson. You know, I've had that book for so long. I've had that book for honestly a year at this point. Honestly, okay, we got to read it. It's also right here. We got to read it. We got to. Okay, I'm picking Grown. I need to just rip off my thriller band-aid and just read it. So that's what I'm going to do. We're reading Grown. I'm scared. Spicy books I couldn't put down, 18 plus. Do your little dance, do your little dance. Sweet Addiction, Bulky. Oh, these look like rated E erotica. Credence, no. Not that anything's wrong with that. I just convincing you to read by just telling you the first line. My opinion, books that are worth the Booktok hype. I love these ones. I love these ones because it's just feeding into the hype, and then also it's just like it's mind-boggling. Books that are worth the Booktok hype. People love this book here. I don't think this is my space. Legend, did I already see this one? And then The French Kiss. I do have that book, never. I'm sorry, but once you recommend Touch of Darkness, I stopped listening. That was my least favorite book of 2020. I'm sorry. Booktok books that are worth the hype. This is the most popular title for Booktok recommendation videos on Booktok, on TikTok, whatever. That was redundant. It's fine. Song of Achilles. I am going to read that. Just not now. I don't know about this one. I might not read this one, but I'm gonna read Song of Achilles for a different video, so that's why I'm not reading. Legendborn. Okay, another one I've had for so long. Okay. Legendborn is thick. Is it just me? I mean, it can't just be me. It's like 500 pages. Okay, how many books? I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 books. Let's do 7 because 7 is one of my favorite numbers. Books I literally stayed up all night reading. Literally. Because I literally stayed up all night reading. We Are Liars. I don't know what accent this is, so don't. Colleen Hoover and the stronghold that she has on Booktok is so everlasting. I can't. Never heard of any of those books. That'll be a whole separate video. Reading books that Booktok recommended that I've never heard of, because I'm so scary when it comes to books. Like, I'm mad scary. Books that kept me up all night. That don't sound like a good thing. Kendra reads. Absolutely love her. I love all her recommendations. I think I'm gonna do another video where I only read books that are recommended by Kendra Reads. Is that a lot? Is that a lot? It may be a lot. I don't care. Let's see. Ultimate book recommendation post. Books that were sad. I don't like sadness. Books I will do anything to read for the first time again. Anything. Let me stop being so dramatic. Oh, this person reads hard adult contemporary, which is cute. Why can I not stop sounding condescending? It's really cute. It's just not what I read. Classic books, that's not me. Books was strong. Strong as a beginning. Books had me sobbing. I don't like to be sad. Enemies to Lovers recommendations part 2. Oldie but goodie. Let's see. Kiss of Deception. The Wrath and the Dawn. Okay, you know what? I may just read The Wrath of the Dawn. I'm not reading Serpent of Dove. I'm not reading Serpent of Dove or The Inheritance Game. Just stop. I'm not, or The Shadow Between. I'm just not. I have a line. Okay, I have that already on my list. Okay. I have a line, and you know, I'm not gonna let you guys cross it. Y'all don't judge me for how particular I am. Yeah, that's it. Just give me one more. Okay. I'm trying to like lessen the amount of series and kind of limit everything to duologies and trilogies, because once you have more than 3 books, I check out. Y'all keep recommending the same books. Literally all y'all. Okay, I love how Stepper finished the whole series, I think. Or no, I need the last one. Really, this is just a series. The Ember in the Ashes. A Curse So Dark and Lonely. Okay, I'm gonna pick between those two because those two are I have both of them. Which one do I want to read? An Ember in the what is it called? What is it called? An Ember Between the Ashes, whatever. That one is behind this giant stack of books here because it's on my red shelf. So I'm gonna be lazy because I don't want to move that. So, and A Curse So Dark and Lovely is right down here. Also, it's so thick. CHIOMA, all these books are so thick. Okay, it's fine. These are really thick books. That's fine. Okay, so those are the books. Okay, let me stop this. Okay, so those are all the books that Booktok has chosen for my June TBR. I'm gonna go through them right now. They all honestly look like really popular books because that's kind of how Booktok reads. I'm finding like they read really popular books and like the same books circulate in all the recommendations. I mean, like Colleen Hoover has her hand on the necks of every Booktalker. There's Addie LaRue. There's The 7 Husbands of Evelyn Hugo. There's The Song of Achilles. And then there's the, you know, we got the YA classics. But I'm reading a lot of YA I think all of my books are YA this month. It has been a long time since I read so much YA, but let me just go through all of the books. My first book is A Curse So Dark and Lonely by Bridget Kemmerer. I don't know what this book is about. I do know that there is some disability rep because one of the main characters has cerebral palsy, but I'm gonna read the back. Fall in love, break the curse. Cursed to repeat the autumn of his 18th year, Prince Wren of Emberfall thought he could be saved easily if a girl fell for him, but that was before he turned into a vicious beast and destroyed his castle, his family, and every last shred of hope. Oh, I think this may be a Beauty and the Beast retelling. That is great. That is great, because I think I'm gonna do a video on my favorite Beauty and the Beast retellings, because that is a retelling that I read a lot, despite the fact that I've never seen the movie Beauty and the Beast, never read the original tale of Beauty and the Beast, don't know what really goes on. I just know it by the retellings. But so the first book I'm going to be reading for June, or one of the books. I don't know what order I'm about to read these. The next book is another thick book, and this is Legendborn. Can we talk about how TikTok was just like, you gonna read thick books this month? That's fine though. Legendborn by Tracy. Dionne. I just know that this is I was about to say Hamlet, a King Arthur retelling, and I love King Arthur. I love that story. I love the retelling. Merlin, if y'all have ever watched Merlin, Merlin is one of my favorite shows. And there's also a love triangle, and love triangles are not my thing, but you know, Tracy Dionne's a Black author and all rules are negated for Black authors. So I will be reading Legendborn. Finally, I will finally be taking a stab at Grown by Tiffany D. Jackson. I have been solidly afraid. There's no other way to describe it. I've been solidly afraid to read Grown since I got it, but this cover is so beautiful. It's so beautiful. So I'm gonna read it this month. All I know is that this is about a girl, I think her name is Enchanted. Yeah, her name is Enchanted Jones, and she wants to be a musician. So on her way to kind of like, you know, building up her musician career, she meets an older man, kind of like an agent figure in the music industry, who starts grooming her. There's like a murder, and then there's a lot of like triggers for Black girls in this. I don't know, I just know this is gonna be a hard book for me to read. Everyone says it's a very, very hard book, and yeah, so I'm like looking forward to it because I really want to read Tiffany D. Jackson, but like I feel like it's gonna tear me apart. So again, it's gonna be a hard read, but I'm not gonna read it, so I'm kind of excited for that. The next one, I'm really reading all YA this month, is The Cruel Prince. If you're on Booktok, if you're on Bookstagram, if you're on BookTwitter, if you're on BookTube, if you've been to a library, a bookstore within the last 3 years, you know about this book. This book is it's just very polarizing and also very popular. Holly Black is the Queen of Fae, so all I know about this book is that there's Fae and there's a cruel prince, you know. I know, I bet you couldn't have guessed that one. But yeah, there's a cruel prince, and then there's a girl who was kidnapped by the Fae after her parents were murdered, and now she hates the Fae for obvious reasons, and somehow she has to get into the good graces of this cruel prince. That's what I know. And I think someone described this one as a bully romance, which I absolutely detest. I don't like bully romances. I don't like when people are mean. You can be evil. Be evil. Like, you know, go around, you know, killing kingdoms for the greater good, or just be a villain. But don't just be like, don't be mean. Anywho, that's what I know about this book. But you know, I'm really excited about this. This seems like really, really low-key, not low-key, throwback YA. Like I'm talking like Fallen, Hush Hush, like, you know, like those type of books. So I'm gonna decide to get back into that headspace because it's been a minute. Next book is Ray Bear by Jordan E. Fueko, another book that has been on my physical TBR since the beginning of this year. All I know about this is that it has a really great found family trope. It's by a Nigerian American author, which is really exciting. And so the premise of what I know is that this girl is raised by this entity called the Lady. The Lady isn't this girl's mother, isn't this girl's blood relative, I believe, but it's kind of the person who has raised her. She's raised her kind of with an iron fist. So the relationship isn't that amicable. And then when she turns of age, the Lady tasks her with going to like the kingdom's like capital to enter this competition in order for her to get close to the prince, or to get close to the royal family. Yeah, the Lady says she should go there, do all these trials, get close to the royal family, and then kill somebody. So that's all I know about this book. People love it. The synopsis isn't grasping me, but people love it. This cover is beautiful. Jordan Fueko's Nigerian American, so you know, there's excitement there. There's excitement there. Oh, I do have a non-YA book, but it's Red, White, and Royal Blue. I actually just got this book. You know when you're at like a used bookstore, or like just like an old school bookstore that sells like just Bibles, or just like I don't even know, just like very specific text, and they have that like one tiny section of like new releases. Yeah, I was at one of those bookstores and I got one of their new releases, and that was Red, White, and Royal Blue. Not even sure if this is a new release, but basically this book is about the son of the president of the United States as well as the Prince of England, who have kind of like some beef. There's beef with them. I don't know what the beef is about, but they got beef. And in order to assuage like, I don't know, Western relations, they decide to do a fake truce, and then that turns into maybe fake dating, and then they actually start to like each other. Something of that sort. I know it's kind of romancy and it has to do with politics, and yeah, that's it. That's all I know about it. But it sounds really cute. It sounds really cute, and I think it's the only non-fantasy book I have this month, which is usually how it goes, but it's also the only adult book I have this month. So cool. And the last book is it's also pretty thick. No one tells you how thick some of these books are. All these books are at least 450 pages. That's crazy. This is 6 of Crows by Leigh Bardugo. This is my first Leigh Bardugo book, my entry into the Grishaverse. I don't know anything about this book besides the fact that it has to do with a heist. Like there's a heist. These 6 people entities, that I think they're fantastical entities, because I think this is a fantasy. They're called crows, and they complete a heist. 6 dangerous outcasts, 1 impossible heist. Yeah, this line pretty much tells everything that I know about this book. Yeah, but people love it. Booktok loves it. Booktok, 1 in every 3 Booktoks is going to tell you about 6 of Crows, and if it's not 6 of Crows, it's about some book in the Grishaverse. So I'm excited to finally jump on. Like, I hate being like away from the hype. Like, I feel like people are talking without me, and I don't like that. Anyways, so these are the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 books that Booktok picked for my June TBR. Hopefully this is the first TBR I do that I actually read all of these books. That is asking for a lot for myself, but you know, I want to be a better person, and that's how I'm going to start. I'm also going to leave some room, so I'm not going to only read these 7 books. I'm going to leave some room for mood reading, because I'm a mood reader heavy. If I don't leave some room, I'm just going to throw away my whole TBR. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. If you watched this whole video up to this point, please leave one of these emojis, either a crow like things for 6 of Crow, or a fairy type emoji for Crow Prince. Definitely tell me what you're reading for June, what you think of all these books. They're really popular books, so I know y'all got opinions. If you like this video, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe, and I'll talk to you guys later.